Hi paper lovers, it's Sarah. Today I'm going to be making a baby card today, and it's probably going to take a while, so I'm going to go as fast as I can. There's a lot to this little card, but it's really cute when it's all finished, so I hope it works. So what I did was I took a shape from the Gypsy Wandering cartridge, and it's like a square that has rounded edges, and it is sized at 3.4, and I welded the star shadow from the Simply Charmed cartridge, and this is cut at 3.5, so I welded those together to make my card base. And what I'm going to do right now is put some pattern paper on the inside of this square, and the pattern paper I'm using is from the Nana's Nursery by DCWV. It's the boy stack. Oops. It's an older stack, and I actually thought I was buying the new boy stack from DCWV, and I was in a hurry, and I was in Michael's, and I just grabbed it, and when I got home I realized I grabbed the older stack, but I like it just the same, so I'm going to use it, of course. Never take paper back to the store. Okay, so that's our little card base, and we're going to be making the front of our card and then sticking it on here. Oh wait, first what I want to do is I have another one of these stars, and what I did, because I've cut a lot of stars out, as soon as I pulled them off my mat, I put a T at the top so I know where the top is, because they are not even all the way around. And I was moving the stars around a lot, and I got them all mixed up, and it was a major pain. So what I'm going to do right now is, this is going to be the inside mat on my card, so I know where to write, so that the writing doesn't show, you know, if you wrote over here, you would see it. So what I need to do is line this up with my other star as best as possible. It doesn't have to be exact. And then I'm just going to make a little line here and then cut that off. And then I'm going to adhere this mat on the inside of my card, and it should line up pretty close. In fact, I'll probably put the ATG there on my star and then flip it over and see if that'll work. Pick it up. It's a lot harder than it looks. Okay. Try lining it up. Come on, little star, cooperate. It's not cooperating. There we go. It's good enough. It's good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so there's our card base. So I'm going to set that aside and work on the front of our card. And what I've done is I've cut two stars out at 3.5 out of craft cardstock, and then 2 out of my pattern paper. And this one I've adhered the pattern paper to the cardstock, and this is the back of our card front. I want to make sure I have the top at the top. And then on this other craft cardstock, I have my top layer of my card, and I went ahead and I stamped Precious Blessing right here, and this is from the Scrappy Moms Special Delivery Set. And I used the Tim Holtz Tea-Dye Distress Ink, and I've gone ahead and gone around my star pieces and my card base, and that's what I stamped it in. And I am going to take some buttercream baker's twine, and I'm also going to be using some honeydew. And let me grab my couple pieces of tape here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in this little corner here of my star, and I'm going to tape this down. And I actually need another piece of tape. Hold on one sec. Okay, and then I'm going to go up to this corner and then to the tip of the star here and hold that. and then come here, and I'm going to put tape on the back right there. And I'm also going to put tape right up here at this part just to hold that piece on there because it's, you know, on the end of my star. So that's going to go on there, and then I'm going to adhere this to my craft cardstock. Okay. Make sure I have my top. Okay, so that goes right on like that. Okay, now I've cut a monkey from the Create a Critter cartridge, and he is cut at 3 inches, and I made him the top layer out of a green basil cardstock, and this is where the card gets a little tricky but so fun. I'm going to grab an Action Wobble, and these can be purchased at actionwobble.com, and in case you don't know what they are, you adhere this to your project, and then you adhere whatever die cut you want on there, and it makes it wobble back and forth. But I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently. I'm going to go ahead and adhere my wobble down to my star. So this is going to go right here at the very end of my star, and this is my back piece, not the front, this is the back. And then normally you would take this off and you would stick your die cut on it, like if you put the whole monkey on it. But I'm going to have the monkey hanging down at the bottom of the star. So I'm just going to carefully lift if I can, maybe I'll come up here, the bottom part of this up, not all the way, just up a little bit, and then I'm going to stick my monkey hand, just the little hand, onto the wobble. And then just to give it a little bit of reinforcement, I'm going to put a little bit of Scotch Quick Dry on the top of my monkey hand, and I'm going to push this down just to give it a little bit more reinforcement on that Action Wobble, because it's going to get played with. So I'll give that a second to dry. And then this top star is going to go on top, and you can see that our monkey is going to wobble back and forth. Cute, huh? So now we need to grab some foam squares, and we're going to put one at each of these corners. And then here we don't want to, excuse me, we don't want to put the foam squares at the bottom because the monkey will hit it, so we're going to put them up a little bit. And then I actually am going to add a second layer of foam squares. Oops, I took that one off. So go ahead and stick those down on top. Excuse me, my throat. Take these off. Okay. Now we're going to layer this on top. And I might get my head in here, I'm sorry. I just want to line it up. Pick it up a little bit. Okay, so there's that, and you can see that our monkey swings back and forth and hangs down from the star. How cute is that? Okay, now we're not finished decorating the front of our card, but we're going to go ahead and adhere this onto our star. And normally I would put the adhesive here, but because it's so bulky, I'm going to put the adhesive right onto my star here. And I'm going to put a little bit more than I normally would because the top of our card is a little bit heavy. Make sure it sticks. It's sure is sticking to my finger. Okay, and excuse my head if I get it down here. Remember, this is a shadow piece. So this is going to shadow it just a little bit. And the reason why I did the shadow was it's a little bit thicker. So when I welded it to the back of the card, it was a little, a little bit thicker here. And I'll show you later why I did it this way. So then your star has a little bit of a shadow. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and I took the honeydew and the buttercream and I made a bow. And I took this little charm, and I know you can't see it, but it's a yellow star and it says smile in the middle. And these are from these K & Company metal art charms by, and their brand is Sweet Pea, or the line is Sweet Pea. And my friend Julie sent these to me, and they're so cute. And I'm going to I've wrapped some of the honeydew twine through it, and I am going to tie it around my bow as quickly as I can. I'm sorry if this takes a while. I'll try to hurry. Just tie it like so, and then I just need to work on my bow a little bit. There we go, and then I'm just going to trim off these little tails here. Just going to trim this one just a little bit closer. Okay, and now I'm going to grab a glue dot, and that's going to go on the front of our card. I'm just going to use my paper piercer to pick up my glue dot. Kind of fold it, it's a big glue dot. And that's going to go right here. Okay, and that's it. Look how cute. See if I can hold it up, and your little monkey dangles down, and your card opens up like this, and you can sign right there. So there's my little swinging monkey card. And the first one that I made, I just made a star shape card. So it opens like this. And this right here is just really, really flimsy. And the more it gets opened, I'm afraid it's going to rip. So that's why I decided to weld it to the square and give it a little bit more stability like that. So thanks everybody for watching, and have a blessed day.